Hey, welcome back everyone, Toyshiz here, and I am back yet again for yet another DC Multiverse video. And today comes courtesy of my friends over at McFarlane Toys. This is a look at the complete Target exclusive gold labeled Jokerized The Dark Knight Returns Trilogy wave. Say that all in one go. Now the first figure, of course, is Christian Bale, Batman, and he's all Jokerized, right? They painted his face white, they gave him a little smile. Interesting, right? So they are calling these the Artist Series. We're going to call them the Jokerized Series, or the Pumpkin Spiced Halloween Series, right? And all the boxes have little ha-ha-has and all crossed out, little purple, little greens here and there to make it like Joker got a hold of the box, right? So on the back side, you get to see that, yes, you indeed build a Jokerized Tom Hardy, and you get all the pieces to build Bane, right? And then you get all the characters, which they are the exact same figures, but now just Jokerized. And here is the barcode for the Jokerized Batman. Now, the second figure is, of course, Heath Ledger's Joker. And it's interesting, right? We'll take a look at him out of the box. Here's the barcode if you need it. Same thing with Two-Face. And Aaron Eckhart's portrayal of Two-Face goes either way for me, but here's the barcode for the Jokerized Two-Face, which brings figure number 4, Oppenheimer himself, Cillian Murphy, as the... He got an interesting one, right? The Why So Serious Jokerized Scarecrow. So here is the barcode for the Scarecrow as well, and these should all be hitting store shelves relatively soon. So, in either case, I'm just going to point out the fact of I appreciate McFarlane sending these. These really aren't my thing, to be quite honest with you. I wouldn't have picked these up myself. But that doesn't mean we're not going to have some fun looking at them. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. Make sure it's pumpkin spice for obvious reasons. This is a look at the brand new Target exclusive Jokerized The Dark Knight Trilogy wave by McFarlane Toys. And while I got you clown princes of crime here, I just want to say thanks so much for always checking out my DC Multiverse videos. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. Old toys, new toys, daily news updates. Guarantee you'll find something here that you like. Poor Christian Bale in this sense, right? So here are all 5 figures, right? Bane's all put... Hold on one second. There we go. Nice and Jokerized, right? You got to sprinkle on a little pumpkin spice and bring these... I was going to say Halloween figures to life, right? Through and through. So with the Scarecrow, like I said, same exact figures. He gets a pair of trigger-holding hands. The Scarecrow himself is certainly interesting. We'll say that. Now, one thing that stands out to me about these figures is that they're having fun. This is fun. It may not be everyone's cup of tea. Certainly not. But at least it's thinking outside the box. And these are not figures that are detrimental to anyone's collection if you don't get them. But there are a lot of people out there that do like these, and they do make for some holiday-inspired fun. There's lots of Halloween stuff hitting now. It's September, but it just makes it fun. And the Why So Serious with the smile and the purple and everything else with the little green drapage all over. It's cool for what it is. But it's not something you definitely need. And same thing with the Joker. Now here I think is a missed opportunity. You got a whole Jokerized wave and they didn't do anything to the money. Maybe paint it like it is on fire, like how he does it in the movie. Or spray paint it, right? Jokerize it. It has a little peg. It's very hollow. It's very cool. It's actually a really well done accessory. Now the Joker himself, Heath Ledger, as I said previously in a news video, I think that this version, this color scheme, works through and through with the idea of the Joker, right? A black trench coat with the purple and the green. He's Jokerized, but not really, right? I like the white and black spats he's got going on. It's very cool. The head portrait looks like Heath Ledger. He's got the green hair. This is not a departure like the other figures. This is the ringleader. This is a Joker that I could see people, if you like the Dark Knight Trilogy, if you like Heath Ledger, putting in their collection. Out of all 4 of these, not withholding Bane, yeah, this one is solid. Now, with Batman, you do get 3 yellow batarangs, like electric yellow batarangs. I'll say honestly, the batarangs are entirely too big. Yeah, you got to give the figure something to hold, much like the gas gun, electric yellow as well. Batman, it's creepy and weird the way they did the face. It's certainly interesting, but then again, much like the stack of cash, I don't think they went enough with the Jokerized. You have the head portrait, which I totally think is creepy and weird, so that works. They put a little paint on the gloves. They didn't put anything on the Batman logo. Paint that green, purple. Put the ha-ha-has all over, right? You got a little bit of green spray paint here. You got a purple cape. It just seems like the bare minimum, where Batman could have been one where you really had a blast Jokerizing the heck out of this guy, right? If you're really gonna do it, really take it to the extreme. And you could have had this in your collection as a beat-up, Jokerized Batman suit, right? Kind of out of the Zack Snyderverse, in a way, right? But in every sense, the articulation is sound, the batarangs and everything, even though they're too big, they're fine, they're comical. It's Batman. Now, there are no accessories for Two-Face, unfortunately, and it was the same as the first release, but you do get a cool-looking Two-Face. Would I say that's Aaron Eckhart? Yeah, not really. But I like the burned up coat. I like that he has the coin in his hand. He has nothing to hold, nothing else to do, so he kind of just stands there. So this is one of those where you're like, it's kind of a boring figure. But now that he's Jokerized, it gives him a little bit more to do. It gives him that Halloween motif. In a way, it's kind of like Day of the Dead looking figures too, with the Jokerized paint that they got going on. But I think that, much like Batman, they could have had a little bit more fun. Spray paint some greens here and there. Put some ha-ha-has on his back. They could have gone a little bit more heavy-handed, maybe given him an extra hand or two with a coin in his hand, like he tossed it, he caught it. Just little things like that will add to the figure's fun. And certainly with figures like this Two-Face, there's not a whole heck of a lot going on, but it's Jokerized. That's all I got. And with Bane, you do get a couple extra hands, which is nice to see. The bandaged hands are now green. That stands out. Bane himself, totally wackadoo, right? Jokerized, the whole 9 yards. He's got some green suspenders. He's got some purple pants. He's got some green knee pads. They got the ha-ha-ha. See, they could have done that with some of the other figures, right? I like the ha-ha-has on there. Go all the way around. You get to see the green, the bandages, the head. The head portrait's interesting. They managed to put a red smile. I like the eyes. It makes them look sinister, right? Totally cool. Here's where things kind of go south, unfortunately. So the head portrait pops right off continuously. Oddly enough, with the prior release, really no problems with the head. As soon as you turn it, pops right off. If you push it down, it doesn't fall off, but you could pull it right off. That aside, not the problem. At least on mine. Now, just keep in mind, this is on mine. It's missing the port to snap the arm in. Let me show you what I mean. See this little purple piece in there on that side? It's not on this side. So that is a QC error through and through. It's not to say that yours is going to have the same exact deal. So don't sound the alarm and run out and say, oh my God, they screwed up the Bane. Mine's screwed up, but a simple fix is that when I find a Two-Face, I'll buy it, and then I'm going to return this one and get a new piece. But that's not to say there have been a lot of QC errors with McFarlane, and it always seems to be on the Bane figures, right? From the Last Night on Earth to the movie Banes. We need to work on QC a little bit, because right now I see a lot of photos, a lot of people write in. There's missing parts and pieces. There's missing ports. There's all kinds of weird hiccups. Sometimes it's paint, but more often than not, like a long time ago, I had a problem with the first release Booster Gold Blue Beetle pack. It was missing a little part inside. McFarlane, you gotta work on your QC. That's first and foremost. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's go back to the figures and have some fun, right? So if you have a horse, you could put this Why So Serious Scarecrow on said horse and basically reenact how he is at the end of Batman Begins. That's totally cool. I actually dig that. And it does make for an interesting Halloween display. Or if you have a comic book Joker, in so many ways, this could be a weird Joker gang, right? I know it's a little bit of a stretch, but I'm trying to come up with something here, people. Otherwise, it's just Jokerized. But in either sense, I have to say this. I applaud McFarlane for coming out with something bat poop crazy. Walmart's got the vampires, Target's got the Jokerized, but if this is not your thing, at least it's something different and it's something fun. So, that'll wrap it up for my look at the brand new Target exclusive gold label, the Jokerized Dark Knight Trilogy wave. It's an interesting wave, as I've said through and through. The colors stand out. They're eye-popping. It's something for Halloween. They're a little bit of a seasonal toy. But as you see on my Bane, you got some QC issues. Now, again, it's not to say that yours is going to have this weird arm situation, but it is something to keep an eye out for. That's for sure. Or at least keep an arm out for, right? And I like that in the movie sense, these characters would never meet, but they can meet on your toy shelf. From Robert Pattinson's Batman to then Blue Beetle and Michael Keaton, right? And all the above. This is where toys really can bring the imaginations to life. No, these are really not for me. I'm glad they sent them. I'm glad we had a good time looking at them. They're wackadoo, but I am glad there are people out there that appreciate them and love them. So, you've heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything the Dark Knight Trilogy Jokerized wave. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, I would say dial it back a little bit on the Jokerized stuff. Do it every once in a while, but don't go too heavy-handed with it. When they do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.